and the wife had cancer, right? So part two, and the wife had cancer, and we didn't know what we was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard times. I lost my job. You know, her medication was sky high, and that's another thing to show you in the satanic system. You know, somebody dying or call themselves, you know, they dying, and you can't even get the money to pay for that their pharmaceutical medication. You don't know what to do. And I was a little bit more younger than I was now. I never been through nothing like that before. And you know, you might have family members that might be far from distance, and they might call themselves like trying to help you out, but they got their own shit. All Israel got their own shit that they going through. You know, niggas will tell you how they gonna help you out and they gonna do this in your trial, but a lot of them really won't do that because they going through their things too. And you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the guy challenged me. He knew. That's why you're not supposed to let people know what you are into. You're supposed to be a secret agent in this. Go on the highways and byway and spread this gospel, but your business and your place of work is separate from this. A lot of men don't know that. A lot of young men don't know that. You'll save yourself a lot of troubles in there and heartaches. And he knew that I was an Israelite because I told you I was young, just in the truth, you know. And what happened was he threw a piece of paper on the ground and he said, "Yo, you better pick that up." I was like, "Man, I ain't picking shit up." You know what I'm saying? Talking that tough shit, right? And he said, "Yo, you're going to be fired." I had to feed my wife. I thought about how I had to feed my wife. This is the only thing we got. And I only been in this job for like a year. You know, no, not a year. I've been in the job for 6 months. And it was making things a little better. Yo, I picked that shit up, man. I picked that up. And I'm ashamed to say that, man. I picked that up. You know what I'm saying? It was from a fucking Edomite. Now, the reason why I shared this to you, my back was against the wall. I hope and I really pray and I meditate that when that time comes, that I don't fall again and say, "Yo, I gotta take this chip, man." You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta feed my family. What I'm gonna do now? See, and that's the shit I'm talking about. And you niggas you never been through nothing, man. And you talk about what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I remember when my first time I ever got locked up, I was 16 years old. I stabbed this nigga in the eye, man. He hurt my best friend. And I was a young man. And I was younger than that, like 16. This is before this. This is another thing. And I was a young man, and that was my first bid. And I thought I was a young youth, like, yeah, because I was in Job Corps at the time. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't going to do nothing to me. I'm ill and all this other crazy stuff. You know, I was in that jail with niggas that really caught murders and bodies. You know what I'm saying? I went to change the TV, and one nigga told me, he said, "Yo, change that TV again." He said, "Yo, I'm not going to play with you." He said, "First of all, I'm not going to play with none of y'all little niggas in here." He said, "I got life. You know, niggas ain't got nothing, so don't play with me." Nigga didn't turn that TV.